that there is a real risk if you are that slacker barista who wasted 7 years in college studying completely useless things, now has loans and can't get a job. Joe Biden just gave you 20 grand.
After Biden announced his student loan forgiveness plan, Ted Cruz went on his podcast and suggested that the only ones benefiting are, quote, slacker baristas. Listen to how he frames the discussion about this popular policy that's going to help millions of Americans.
Joe Biden just gave you 20 grand. Like, holy cow, 20 grand. That, maybe you weren't going to vote in November and suddenly you just got 20 grand. And, if you can, get off the bong for a minute and head down to the voting station, or just send in your mail-in ballot that the Democrats have helpfully sent you, it could drive up turnout, particularly among young people.
In response to Ted Cruz, Bernie Sanders uploaded a video with the real people benefiting from this proposal.
Student debt, how serious an issue is that?
My student loan payments every month are double my rent.
How much is it?
About $1,100.
You're paying $1,100 every month for student debt.
And I refinanced, yeah.
What does that mean in terms of your financial situation in your life?
I'm working 2 jobs now, and that's going to be my future for a while.
I have like $88,000 of debt that has just increased year after year.
They increase, debt increases,
yeah, because
interest rates?
They're all federal loans.
Yeah.
Some of them have 6-7% interest.
Yeah.
I mean, we put off buying a house. I'm in my 30s. Put off buying a house. Put off getting married for a while. Don't know if we can have kids because student debt is, it's just overwhelming. And now as a union organizer, I'm explicitly excluded from the public service loan forgiveness program.
What happens if I were to tell you that everything being equal, unless we change it, younger people will have a lower standard of living than their parents?
We don't believe you.
Unfortunately, you believe me, right?
If you're wealthy, you can go to college, but the rest of us, or the rest of people that don't have that kind of those resources, will not be going to college, and they'll be making $7 an hour.
I'm a nurse at Temple, and as part of our contract, like our build up to our contract campaign, we polled our members about their student debt because we're going to be demanding that the employer also offset the debt, right? And so 120 of our members had a total of $7 million
Wow.
in nursing debt, in student debt.
These are nurses?
Yeah,
Nurses.
these are nurses. And
Okay.
you have to have a college degree to be a nurse, and we're struggling in the hospital.
Ted Cruz might not care to admit it, but this policy is going to help people, about 43 million of them. And the fact that Ted Cruz is arguing against loan forgiveness when he has benefited from a similar policy relating to campaign loans makes his take all the more ridiculous.